And you haven't been able to hear anything I've said the entire time because my mic was muted. Oh. 1200, 130, and... Gee, I really hope I saved the right time here. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I am not going to be able to do the voices with how sick I am. So I will read the names before. Natsuki says, whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Hello, Rain. How are you? Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. I'm sick. I'm not going to be able to do their voices. No, nothing. I just hopped right back into where we were last Monday. And my voice sounds really off, and I get it. And I don't know if I can do the... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that today. I apologize. But Natsuki says, I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks I do. I smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke marijuana. I used to smoke marijuana in high school, but I do not have a smoker's cough, actually. No, they asked if I had one. I don't actually have a smoker's cough, which is weird. You know, a lot of smokers develop a smoker's cough, and I don't have one. I mean, when I'm not sick, I don't really cough. Alright, I gotta log into my account on my phone because I am not getting the chat boxes that I'm supposed to be getting. And that bothers me, and I don't know why my phone, or why it does it like that, but PS5 just doesn't like giving me chat boxes. What is going on with my phone? Alright, hold on. We're going to get into this chat box here, Rain, so I can read the whole thing here. Alright, I am in. No, I don't really have a smoker's cough. I mean, even, you know, I don't know. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid no, that I haven't done that yet either. Still working on it. Bidenomics has pretty much killed a lot of everything. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. Natsuki, it's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay. Let's do Sayori. Hi, Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Darth Joker. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know. Sayori, well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Sayori, yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Sayori, oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But, you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Sayori, well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Sayori, anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Sayori says, it is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Darth Joker. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright, her poem says, bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Exploring the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some room. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, what the hell am I stepping on? Sorry, guys. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. Put every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. I mean, that was pretty deep. Sir, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Is he eating it? My cat. My daughter's cat's in the hallway just eating scraps of food. I guess I spilled a little bit of kitty food when I was taking some out to the stray cats we feed. And he found the little spilled the little spilled couple pieces, and he's eating them. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Sayori, oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry's always had a bit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be so pessimistic. Yuri! Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Yuri? Darth Joka, this one might have been better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes in and collects her thoughts. I know, but Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing It just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. Yuri, I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Darth Joker, do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Of course. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. What? The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. Pavlovian. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more... Yuri says I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way I feel for me to indulge in the more unusual... Me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I've got no reason to. I gotta take a drink here. My voice, you can hear it. I sound like my wife. No, my wife has a beautiful voice. See? Here, I'll get her to say something to you guys. Here is Chocolate 420.
Hello. That's all I'm saying. I'm so high.
Her workstation was right next to mine, so works out good this way. Don't worry, I have no reason to be. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Facts. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Darth Joka. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. Oh, well, and you're to thank for that. Well, thank you, Yuri. I appreciate that very much. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Monica, okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Natsuki, is this about the festival? Monica, well, sort of. I think my wife just fell over. Oh, my wife almost knocked over her extra dry vodka martini. Hello, fat boy. He cleaned up the hallway, now he wants to go downstairs. Alright. Come here, Lasagna. You want to say hi to everyone? You want to say hi? Want to say hi? Wow. No? Okay. Believe me, you'll hear him shortly. He's going to go downstairs, use the potty, and then he's going to meow out the door for the next 45 minutes. Because he's a butthead. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Natsuki asks. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. When's this festival? Yes, Lasagna. Lasagna the cat. Yep. Same cat from Radley's game. Oh. See, the magic of things you can do when you get clean. See, that's really good for her. Oh, Lord. Go get him, Brandy. You got this. All right. It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days, but we can. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well, said Yuri. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need... I can't stop. Earl! We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry guys, the talking's really crushing my throat. Yeah, I got sick on Thursday with the flu, the beginning stages of the flu, and I'm finally starting to get over it. I was going to do this yesterday, but I couldn't talk for more than 2 minutes without my throat just... So I didn't want to... I didn't want to do that. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for everyone to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think? Monica wants to know if we really think it's that bad of an idea. Natsuki says, well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki, says Yuri. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, says Sayori. Monica, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, says Monica. So I'm sorry, Natsuki, but I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Sayori goes, yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. Way to go, Sayori. Monica, that's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is us standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki, Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. My wife is really good at poetry. Choco Left 420 is awesome at poetry. She likes making it up on the fly, too. She can do 2 minutes of poetry by just talking. What's that? You guys want to hear it?
No.
Yeah, we can do that.
No.
Ready?
No.
You ready, babe?
No.
Here we go.
Get that away from me.
She's a poet and she didn't know it. See, look amazing. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Alright, brother, go grab a snack. Grab some goldfish, a couple slices of pizza, and a Mountain Dew. Or Fago Moon Mist. There you go. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Everybody watching, I'd like to apologize for my voice. Last week I did some voice lines and tried to switch my voice up a little bit. I've been suffering with the flu over the weekend, so changing my voice has been drying my throat really fast. I'm going to be reading names for this part, I suppose. But yeah, we are days before the festival here. Or 1 day before the festival. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ew. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, Monica. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to be the death of me, says Yuri. Oh gosh, says Monica. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, whoa, 1 second. All right, and we are back. Woo. Hi, 3 watching. Appreciate all of you being here. Let's move on to the main event. What's going on, Simony? I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line that she recites. Welcome back, brother. Missed a couple people here in the chat there, Rain. Bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before or simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. You're right. This is definitely a horror game. This is called Doki Doki Literature Club, man, and I don't know. It's everyone's been telling me it's a horror game, but I don't know. I don't feel like this is a horror game yet. Maybe we're just not there. Maybe we haven't gotten to that level yet. But Rain, have you played Doki Doki? Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next, said Yuri. You are? You played and finished the original? Okay. You try not to let me know anything, huh? I feel it. You are? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri, says Sayori. I know you're not. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. What the heck? Okay. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. Almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Yeah, you should read her then, Case. You're a fierce, confident woman. Chocolate 420. Man, look, Chocolate 420 on Call of Duty is one of the fiercest, most violent women ever. Like, my Chocolate is not opposed to firearms, but she does not like them, okay? But on Call of Duty, Chocolate and her firearms are one and the same thing. She's just a gun running around Call of Duty. If you're too close to her, you end up dead. I have been in her crosshairs more than once, and we've been on the same team. But I think she just likes shooting me in the back, that's all. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. What do I say? I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Wow, she flew off the screen. Yuri, that was really good, says Monica. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So he hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror. Or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see, said Sayori. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives them a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant that she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it, says Sayori. Good job, Sayori. Even Darth Joker liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them. And yes, my ringtone for my cell phone is from Super Earth. Oh, I know what you mean. That's what, oh, that was sour. Ooh. Wow. Sorry about that. Ooh. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenge you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Monica, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Darth Joker. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Darth Joker lower everyone's standards a little bit before I do it. You little... Ooh, if I could throw my sandals at you. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Purple, green, blue, and pink eyes. Yeah, this is a little awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else yet. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Hey. And that's something that'll prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? No, it's not the name of your poem. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Written by House of Pain. Or Crisscross. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. This is Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, and if you're... Everybody jump, jump. Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump. Yeah, see. As if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. How well? Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I didn't think it would... I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish up planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sarah and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, darling Joker, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. No, I'm actually not worried about how the future of the game looks, what horrors will come into. I'm just worried that if we're gonna get there or not, because it seems like this game is a really nice game. I'm worried that there might not be anything spooky that happens at all. I heard if you play certain games a certain way, like a lot of story games we play, like the Dark Pictures anthology games that we've been playing. If you play them a certain way, nothing bad at all happens. Like there's a whole way to go through the game until dawn without having a single bad thing happen. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried I'm heading down that route. Sorry, I was spacing out, says Sayori. Dark Joker, no worry, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that thought of that make my heart pound? What? Given how hard it was for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? What? That has nothing to do with what I just said. It doesn't. You admitted it. Oh, hold up. Wait. I guess I kind of did. She definitely did just flip that on me. That's not cool. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something like that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Huh? Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out what you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling really awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with a weird question. And it was. That's a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Let's go, Precious. Let's go, Daydream. Let's go, Childhood. Let's go, go time. Let's go happiness. Let's go passion. Let's go dream. Let's go insight. No, I'm not trying to impress Ori at all. Let's go heaven sent. Unrestrained. Let's go extraordinary. Let's go pure. Let's go hope. Let's go crimson. Let's go vivid. Sensation. Let's go Doki Doki. Let's do fireworks. Romance. Simon. Monica, oh man. Oh no. Pick long words that are very complicated. Alright, I'll do that from now on. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club couldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. My poor wife. Her job isn't not being super you should have. I will be. I've been picking words that kind of made sense together, but I will pick long words that are really off balancing now. And I'm super I'm on my third story, so it might be. I think I get one more before I'm gonna get one more. Hey, wait. Do you guys hear it? Yeah, he's not meowing now. Meow. Meow. You ready to go upstairs? All right, give me 1 second. Let me get him upstairs. Gotta come over and sniff Mom's feet. Every day. I'll be right back, everybody. Right, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sounded a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Calamari is not my favorite food. I've had it though. It's not bad. It's just very chewy. Like, imagine a breaded gummy bear. Yeah, it's like a breaded and spiced gummy bear. It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Mon. Ika. What? I have. I've tried calamari. Not the best. Like I said, it's more like a fried breaded gummy bear. That's not how you say my name at all. Oh boy. I can't make that joke, Casey. I can't make that joke. Chocolate, you can make that joke. I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke, man. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? I don't know. Mon Calamari, but that's an alien race from Star Wars, so I don't know what Mon Ika, Mon River, I don't know. Nongihila. That's I don't know. I'm not Japanese. All right, Casey. Chocolate over there being super racist. Yes, she was. Should have heard the name she gave Monica. Very sus. You know, you're right. You're right. Very sus. She's being very sus over there. Even the chat knows you're being sus. Ain't that right, Rain? Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Well, of course, as soon as I open a window, the train comes by. Like, literally, as soon as I open the window's been shut all day. I just opened it right now, and listen. That's the train. Do you hear that? Ridiculous. From Natsuki. Fine. Your reaction aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, says Yuri. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Yes, my house does live near a train track. Yes. I mean, we live near a train track, yes. Look, with the amount of people that live in this house, yes, it breathes, okay? Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sari shows me a big smile and then jumps and kind of weird. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sari before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activity. Oh my God. Rain, yes or no? Every one of these people does not exist. They're all inside my mind. That's the big story twist. None of these 4 people exist. They're all inside my mind. Not saying anything. All right. And by saying that, I think I've scored another victory in the learning too early category. Ask Choco. Choco hates watching movies with me because I always end up picking out a... All right, Speed Racer now. Look, I'm just going to close the window again. Oh, boy. There's never any traffic on our street, and 3 cars have just drove past. What? A train and 3 cars. What is going on today? And there's another train coming. I can hear it. This is ridiculous. It's Tuesday. No one does anything on Tuesday. All right. But yeah, I'm going to go on the assumption that there's no one here but me. But the conversation already dispersed and everyone back to the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sarah recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Darth Joker, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sarah recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across from Miss Sarah, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. Wait, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Darth Joker. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. What? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sari talks about you more than anything else, you know? Oh, crap. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sari is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. And not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Darth Joker. You thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Oh, I said too much. Oh boy. I'm sorry? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you shouldn't just forget. So you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. I sit down myself. I know Sarah told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like that. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot. That's based. For me to spot, based on your posture and expression, it's still based though. That's based opinion. You can't say that. I don't know what someone else is thinking. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sari and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Oh, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive of you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into that too much. Darth Joker, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. Rain. There are many untold stories. So my wife my wife, I was just messing with my wife there for a second. So like, how many endings are there? And are the endings different? Like, I'm not asking you to describe anything. I was just wondering if this game has different ways to go about things, or if it all ends up the same. Oh, by the way, Jay-Z and Beyonce need to be arrested just like P. Diddy was. And I'm not Pearson. I'm not afraid. I'm not apologizing. Come sue me for the $11.82 that I have hidden in the shoebox in my closet. Right? I don't even have that, because if I had $11.82, you would have spent that years ago. But there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Suri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. She may not always... There is a true ending if you see all a cutscene. Well, I do have. Okay, well, Rain, after we finish this first playthrough, you're going to have to help me with, getting that true ending. Because I don't think I'm going to get the true ending this time. But you can help me with that next time. Because, I don't know. I don't know how long the game is either. I mean, I feel like we're a good way. With how long it took to download, which was about 15 minutes, and normally bigger games take an hour or two, where we're at in this game, I feel like we've got to be pretty close to the end. Obviously the festival's the end, but I feel like we are really, really close to getting to the festival. I know we have to finish this part, read the last couple poems together, and then just get to it, but I feel like we're really close to the end. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone's honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that. She would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri. Super Earth is calling. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. The MRI is at 4, right? The MRI has been moved up to 4 p.m., right? Okay, so we would have to be there by 3:45. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here now, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, of course. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Making eye contact with Monica, she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. We're gonna go check on Sayori first this time. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you didn't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. I tried to impress her, yeah. I don't know if I did, though. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Darth Joker. I did get the ear out. Cool. Say, Ori, is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. What the heck? If you insist. Yay, I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Why? Say, Ori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sari cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I'm telling Monica right now, bro. Hi, Darth Joker. Have you thought about what you want to submit and perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Monica chopping up little kids by the train tracks, huh? I'll let Monica take the poem. I'm holding it in my hands. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd like to think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into this too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. I don't know if I did. I have no idea. Rain, this is my first playthrough. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'm stumbling through this like I do every one of Radley's RPGs. I'm stumbling through this like my first time. Look, the first time I played Fallout 3, right, on the PS3. Game just came out. I stumbled through that game for probably about real life 11 days before I realized, hey, if you talk to people, they'll give you missions. I was just going around killing things and collecting things. I didn't understand what I was doing. And that's kind of how I just dive into every video game. Call of Duty's easy because they give you an objective, you go get it. Chivalry, easy, objective. Fight for it, go get it. Helldivers, this is your objective, go do it, you know? I'm very much the soldier that follows orders. I'm very good at that. You can go do the laundry. I go do the laundry, you know? It's just what I do. So to know if I'm actually like making decisions and picking storylines and base feelings, I have no clue if I've done that or not, Rain. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, till one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall, even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look in her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. My purpose is to defend Super Earth, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That was really deep. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Yes and no. And no and yes. So yes, it is a paradox. Flashpoint paradox. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. So Monica knows this is a video game? Or knows that she's drawn? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Let's do Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. Hey, I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least that. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me anyway? That's I'm not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? What? That seriously hurt? Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess it's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds up her phone out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls of your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Whoa. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Wow. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. What about shark attacks? So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Urine and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. So you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic than trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. It wasn't bad. Yuri. Decided to try something different today? I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe that's the most important thing is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. How? I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. I thought I was too. Like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. How unlikable of me? No, Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. Yuri needs to change her name to Chocolate 420. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem? Okay, here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this mean... Blah, blah, blah. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird in here today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh, shoot. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everybody's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please, show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No? First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. Curious expression from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, she needed to figure out the rest of the festival's preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations and help set up the atmosphere. The atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, That just leaves you, Darth Joker, the one who is truly useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggesting I spend a weekend with one of the other club members. How on earth are we going to get to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. Not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Darth Joker may not like to be around you only if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Okay, helping Monica's the new one. Okay, that's cool. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Darth Joker too. But what are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Darth Joker to decide how he is going to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Uh-oh. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Darth Joker, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you, Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Darth Joker. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Darth? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. So that's enough for me, said Monica. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. It's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Darth Joker picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. Kind of surprised though. Well, why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the one surprised. Isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would have said at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Yes, Natsuki is definitely the argument starter, the instigator, the antagonizer, the instantagonizer. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Aha, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then, you and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like this should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Darth Joker. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. What happened to Friday night and Saturday? But it is already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason for me to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little, but when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Yuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply just going in each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori. Hi, Darth. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals on the wall and decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that in the meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and... so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Darth. Huh? Why can't it be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hey, Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Darth. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Darth? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Darth. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Darth. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Darth, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Darth, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain on her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Darth, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Darth. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Oh, facts. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But It's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Ori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Saori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Saori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Do you know what that panic is? It is me saving because it is 2:27 p.m. I have to go. So I would like to say this, Rain. And Sminny or S Money. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. We may do this over the weekend. We may not wait to finish this next Monday. We may finish the game over the weekend. I'll let you know for sure. Things are still up in the air because of my voice. I'm very dry right now. But I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Rain, you're always here for my lives, and I appreciate that so much, man. You really make my lives a lot of fun. I'm glad that you're here for this, and I'm glad that you played it, and I'm glad that you're gonna help me get all the endings here. But yeah, my wolves, my Vikings, my shield maidens. Be safe out there. Take care of one another, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.